2021 went fast. Did it for you? Last year, I posted a video about my 2021 intentions because resolutions, who needs that kind of pressure, right? So intentions seemed like a little bit easier for me to deal with. Do you keep a list of your intentions? I never have, but then I started making YouTubes and yeah, it's on my YouTube video, last year's intention. So I thought I'm going to go back and see just how I did. Hello, hello, hello. I'm Autumn Bardot. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, thank you so much for joining. This channel is dedicated to writing tips, author tools, and inspiration. If you haven't already, I would love if you would hit that, I don't know which side, subscribe button. By subscribing and liking and sharing, it really helps push my YouTube out into the algorithm world so that writers like yourself can have an easier time finding me. So, back to last year's intentions. How did you do? Here's how I did. The first thing I wanted to do was get my emails under control. And you know what? Yeah, that was a fail. I really haven't. I'm a little bit better now. Instead of 6 months of emails in my inbox, I'm down to about a month. So hey, that's progress. And as for making those little folders, yeah, never happened. Yeah, I can't do that. Not my thing. The second was that I wanted to write and finish my next historical. That didn't happen either. But that's okay, because a lot of other stuff came in at the time and I had to jump on those opportunities. And one of those opportunities was being a presenter at the National, and I think it became International Historical Fiction Society Conference. I did 2 seminars, so that took a lot of prep work. So the writing the novel got pushed aside. And remember, I have a full-time job and a pretty big family, so hey, gotta budget my time. While I was doing that, I realized I needed to put out my Magic of Symbolism book. And that just bam came up. I had the material, so while I was working on the presentation, I was completing my Magic of Symbolism book as well. It went hand in hand with one of my presentations, which was, you know it, the Magic and Power of Symbolism. I also got ideas for several more historical fiction books. Yay! More books to write and more books that are now in a holding pattern. You know, like airplanes just lined up, ready to take off. Which means I now have 5 books ready to write, ready to take off. And I'm so excited. The other thing that prevented me from writing my next historical last year was that I was asked by the Historical Fiction Company to create a master's class. And that was such an amazing opportunity. I had to take it. And so that's what I've been doing for the last 6 months is, you know, writing the content for the master's class. And that should be ready by mid-January. Fingers crossed, because you never know what comes up. So hopefully I'll be able to get it all recorded and edit it for you. There'll be more information about that as soon as it's ready. The third thing on my intention list last year was to finish writing and editing Goddesses Inc., which, yay, success, I did. I did publish Goddesses Inc., and I did that in March. Number 4 was I wanted to merge my 2 pen names. My LZ pen name is from, I think, 9 years ago. That's a lot of years. 9 years ago, and it is a fun, sassy urban fantasy series. And then when I got an agent and I started doing the historical erotica, then I had a different pen name, and then I just kind of went with that pen name, and I thought I need to merge those 2, which I did. They are now all on my Autumn Bardot website. And I even put stuff up on my Instagram periodically with that. So I'm doing that slow merge. It's on my logo. It's on my headers. So yes, I did accomplish that. My fifth intention was to make a YouTube video every week. Honestly, I didn't think I was going to be able to do it. I really didn't. But I did, and I can't believe it. So I'm like going to give myself a pat on the back, or maybe two, because it was something that I really wanted to do, and I just didn't know, am I going to be able to actually sustain this? So I was super excited that that was a massive achievement for me. I also went on Anchor FM, and so now you can find the same videos on multiple different podcast platforms. That's pretty amazing too. I also upped my video game when I bought a new Sony's Easy something, I don't know, video camera, microphone, and this thing in front of me, the tripod. The tripod. So I upped my video game for better quality videos. So I think I feel good about that. Number 6 was to curate my IG account, my Instagram account. I did not curate my Instagram account. Truthfully, I can't remember to, or I don't know. I can't get around to it or figure out. I love the aesthetic of a curated Instagram account, and I still really kind of want to work on that. I really do. Thing is, I'm not a photographer. My husband is definitely not a photographer. So that Instagram random picture that you see, those are few and far between, because man, I need lighting, and I need like the camera to be in a good place before I'm letting that picture go up on Instagram. Number 7 is I wanted to stop comparing myself to other writers, to other authors. And I did, for the most part. So I would say maybe 75-80% success on that intention. I no longer beat myself up over what I am not achieving or not doing. I'm just doing me, because honestly, that's all I can really do. And when I look back and see how far I've come over the last year, I think I'm just going to compare myself to me now, and me last year, and me 3 years ago, and me 5 years ago. That's a better comparison, I think. There will always be people who are more successful than me. Always, always. So I'm just going to stick to comparing me now to me then, and try to be happy with that. Number 8 of last year's intentions was to heal my 2020 soul, my 2020 COVID soul. And I did. 100% successful on that one. Building this YouTube channel really allowed me to pay it forward in a very real way that just made me feel good about helping other writers. You know, and you've heard me talk about this before if you've watched my videos. When I first started writing 9 years ago, except for maybe one person, and they were very kind of not super forthcoming with everything, I really just had no writer group, no group of people who would read my manuscript and say, hey, you need to do this and this and this and this exactly. So it was trial and error. It was learning on my own. It was taking what I already knew about literary analysis, which I teach, and merging it with that and coming up with things that worked for me. And by my learning, I knew I was able and wanted to give back to new writers, because the process is difficult. There's a lot of little things to learn, and I wanted to, because I'm also a teacher, create the videos, get those little small blocks of learning in, make it fast, make it fun, and help new writers. And I think helping others is a good way to help yourself, to heal yourself. What also helped was starting 2 Facebook groups. The first is Write Better, Author Smarter. I do that with my writing friend, Beth Worsdale. We both co-administrate it, and I'm going to drop the link below. The second Facebook group is my historical fiction fans Facebook group, and that is just for historical fiction fans, readers, and authors to post their stuff, to brag, to put their blogs in, and for readers to find some new fabulous authors to try. I'll leave the link in the description box to that as well. It might sound corny, but all of this helping others it really did help me. It really did. The COVID year allowed me to spread my wings and fly and do some more creative things. I got to imagine more, stare, let the creative process take over. It allowed me to plan for my writer future, to strategize more, to figure out how I wanted to position myself for retirement that's a few years away. And I made new friends, new writing friends, new author friends, and that was instrumental in helping me kind of hash all this stuff out. And you know who you are, and I love you. Thank you so much for all of your help. You don't know that you were there, you're still there for me, and I'm always going to be there for you. Thank you, writer friends. And also so many thanks to all of my subscribers and new friends. I love when you comment. I love when you subscribe. Thank you for helping me grow this channel. The 9th thing on my intention list was to practice contentment. I do, sorta, kind of. I have a lot I want to do. I'm one of those people who is always adding to my to-do list. Always. There's always more I want to do. If I start getting rid of things off my plate, I just keep adding more to do. I can't help myself. It's who I am. What I have done is made a begrudging peace with what I am able to do with my available writing author time and what I would really like to do. So it's a begrudging peace, but at least it's a peace. That's definitely a plus. All in all, I feel pretty good about my 2021 writing intentions. So I decided to make a 2022 writing intentions list because, it helps keep me accountable. So here it is. Number 1 is to figure out which novel I want to write first. I'm struggling. And then, of course, write that novel. Number 2 is, I don't know why I do this, curate my IG. Figure out how to curate my IG. I love the aesthetic. It's a me thing. I don't know why I want to do it. I don't even know if it would get me more author and reader friends or likes, but it's just I love the vibe when you go on a curated IG. I'm just ooh, pretty. So yeah, I'm going to give it another try. Number 3 is I want to finish a book project for my real name. I'm actually working on a project for my real name. I'm in the middle of that project right now. I am juggling LinkedIn's, I am juggling TikToks and Instagrams. And so I think my intention is to keep juggling. Hopefully I can have that book finished by, if not this June, maybe next June. We'll see. But it's one of those kind of side things. So I don't have enough side things. My 4th intention this year is to go places. Take more mini vacations. Enjoy life. Drink the champagne or Prosecco. Buy the shoes. Wear that fun skirt. In fact, as I was writing this, I realized that if there was one word that encapsulated my 2022 intentions, it would be the word relish. Those are my dogs playing. They relish playing with each other. I want to relish my family. I want to relish my writing process. I want to relish the hamburger or that crunchy bite of apple. I want to relish life. Relish, yeah, that's going to be my word. My 5th intention is to go to conferences and also to speak at conferences, which means I guess I need to start looking up conferences and figuring out which I want to go to or speak at. Okay, I need to add that to my to-do list. Number 6 is I want to figure out how to optimize the space in this room. I used to have a table back there. I got rid of it and I moved a piece from the bedroom into here because the table looked pretty, but it wasn't doing anything. It needed to hold things because I need to hold more things. even though I need to clean out some things. Anyway, I need to optimize this space, figure out a way how to optimize it. Maybe different shelves? Number 7, I want to make some more TikTok videos, fun ones, fast ones, fun informational ones, which means I'm writing content and I'm doing more videoing. And I just added something else to my plate. But really, yeah, that is my intention. Whether I actually do it or not, we'll see. Why do I keep giving myself more to do? I don't know. I can't help myself. Number 8 is I want to relish the writing journey and yet never lose sight of the destination, which is to write more books, to publish more books. And the 9th and final intention that I have is to be open and willing for whatever new opportunities arise, because you never know. What are your 2022 writing intentions? I would love if you would drop me a comment, let me know. How did you do from last year's resolutions or intentions? If you haven't already, remember to hit that subscribe button. As always, writers, remember to dream, create, and embrace. Bye-bye.